Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and this time we are going to repair an LG microwave which does not turn on. The fault is very different from all the ones we have seen. Then well, let's see right now. I remind you that if you like my content, give like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want a donation, all the data is in the description. Also, if you want to be a member or want to follow us on Facebook, there answer a little more in detail. And well, let's see. This microwave is connected and does not turn on. The first thing we are going to check, because it will be the fuse, since the fuse is a main indicator to know if it has any fault in the current passage. Here, as we can see, you hear the beep or the continuity is fine. The back that I am checking is a thermal. That fault I already raised it to. This one brings it badly, as we can see, but I recommend that you stay at the end because it brings another failure. Then I will proceed to change this thermal. This thermal also, when it is damaged, there is no longer voltage deposit. Then I have other videos where you can check how they are tested. There is other special videos on how to change them, then how to know how to read the numbering that brings all those videos is already on the channel, or I hope I have already uploaded them, since they are all already recorded and pre-uploaded practically, or rather already uploaded but not published. And well, just remember always leave it well that it is tight. Also the terminals that have their thermal and everything, so that they do not have any vibration problem or anything, because these pieces are platinums. Then a platinum and it gets hot, and with vibration it can stick, or the material too. Damage. Then if you see that the terminal also does not fit very well, do as you can. This opens the terminal or closes the most. The joke that should look quite good. Then now, since we have it changed, then we are going to proceed to connect it. For what? Then to check you. I always recommend connecting them in series because live you already avoid some strong touch or damaging some other pieces. As we can see, I'm going to connect it, and look what is going to happen. In theory you can say no because this one is already on, because it already turns on, but look what happens right now. I open it to put a glass of water on it to test it. It turns off suddenly. That normal blinking comes on, but suddenly it turns off out of nowhere, and it turns off completely. So here we have to check micro switch. This fuses again, but the more important is to check the cable, because the cable here, I am going to check that voltage arrives when it is off. Check that voltage arrives. If we see that voltage does not arrive, then we have to make the change of either cable or plug, or make a cutout, depending on what your fault is and the best for you. Look here, as we can see, if I move it here has the short, because sometimes they pull them to disconnect, or it just has them very far from the contact and the cable stretches a lot, then it gets to heat up. And when stretching the cables, because they are cut inside, then we are going to proceed to, in this case it will be to change the cable. And you will know as I tell you if you want to change the plug, if you want to make a cable cutout, nothing more, or you already know what you are going to make. This type of cables, they are quite easy to get. They are not high because they are not thermal. When they are expensive, they are those of the irons and iron cable, and it is high in price. But a cable of this type of microwave not only do not commit the mistake of making a very ugly extension, because I have had to fix them and put a very thin cable and everything, because you don't have to put a cable. I prefer, of preference, I tell you that from 14 or 12 of preference, it is already smaller. No, because it can have a problem with the overheating of the cable depending on the type of microwave you have, and if it is a microwave with a switched source, then you will not have problems with overheating, since there is a very different mechanism from the transformer. So if you bring a transformer of preferably it is a thick cable, or if you are going to make an extension of the cable, try to make it from the card to your connection. Do not add small extensions, because that also damages a lot and shortens the life of the parts of your microwave, whether it is micro switch of all the main parts, as well as the thermal that was changed here. You don't have to worry, because these wires don't have polarity, only the green or the physical ground that goes to the microwave cabinet, and the other two colors, whether white or black, those don't. They have polarity, so it has line and neutral, but here there is no problem of how you connect it already. As we can see, it turns on and everything we move and everything does not turn off. Here I changed all the cables so that I can prevent it from looking ugly on my case as a technician, because if I only put a plug on it you can see badly there are some microwaves that if not there are no cables or I do not get them, then flatly if we have to change a plug, but sometimes I have recovered cables, then there you will be. Change the cable, the client is happier, my work looks more aesthetic, and I get rid of a cable that I had saved, and here we are going to put it for about 30 or so seconds to see that it is working well. Also what you can do to check if it does not have some other problem is that right now that you turn it off, you download it if you want, or just don't put your hand where the capacitor goes and touches the micro switch, touches the thermal and touches the cable. If that is hot, it means with 40 seconds it heats up, it means that you have a problem. The safest thing with the diode or with the transformer, then just pay attention to that, because if you are a technician and you deliver it like this, it is sure that it will fail. You then avoid a warranty, since it is a waste of time, both yours and the customer's. And here as we can see it has already heated up, and well, it has practically been all. I hope you like it so that they position us a little better, and this is where I tell you, look, disconnect and do not put your hand magnetron, but touch all these parts if you see that they are too hot, you have a problem. And well, see you until next time, ciao.